Alright fellas, welcome back. So I made the mistake of going on the internet once again. Every single time I do this and log on to Twitter, I see something horrible that one of you guys tags me in. Make sure to follow me over there if you're not already so that you can join the clown show in which we are currently living in. But here's a headline for the books. Trans inmate, age 27, who impregnated 2 women at a New Jersey jail is moved to a men's prison, being held in a vulnerable unit at new facility, and complains she was misgendered and beaten by corrections officers during transfer. You can't make this shit up. A transgender prisoner who got 2 fellow inmates pregnant at New Jersey's only women's prison has been moved to a men's prison where she is being held in a vulnerable unit. Demi Minor, who is serving a 30-year sentence for stabbing her former foster father to death, was moved from one jail to another in June. Now fellas, I have to be very, very careful with what I say here on YouTube, so I'm gonna word it like this, alright? Imagine having an XY chromosome at birth. You go and kill somebody, and then when you're supposed to be locked up for 30 years being punished, you somehow make it so you get locked up in a women's prison, and while you're serving your sentence, you're out there getting fucking laid. You can't make this shit up. This is actually crazy. Neil Armstrong said it before, I'll say it again. We are living in a fucking clown world, alright? Wow, this is such a finesse. I can't even, like, how did this happen? Who thought that this was just gonna be fine, right? Who thought that this was gonna be okay? I'm actually blown away by how stupid this fucking world is. Really. So here are some pictures of this inmate here, alright? So this is 27-year-old Demi Moore, transgender inmate, and then this is a side-by-side of her on the day of her arrest, and then some other photo taken later down the road. So unfortunately, we don't have any images of the other 2 female prisoners that were involved that are now going to become mothers. I don't even know how that works. What, do you give birth in prison? Do they bring you to the hospital? Where does the baby go? Like, I've got a lot of questions about this. Minor, age 27, complains that she was misgendered and abused by guards during the transfer, and was even placed on suicide watch after she tried to hang herself while she was being transferred to the new prison. Yeah, that's weird. I heard Jeffrey Epstein did the same exact thing. In a post on her Justice for Demi blog, Minor claimed that she was targeted by correctional officers, with one of them mocking her when she asked to be strip searched by a woman. In a separate post, she claimed she was beaten during the transfer. She said she was briefly held at a New Jersey state prison where guards allegedly called her a he over 30 times. Now, I've got a question. Why are prisoners allowed to have a blog? Like, does this not jump out at anybody else? I thought you're supposed to be being punished in prison. You killed somebody, right? Guilty of manslaughter. You ended another person's life. And while you're in jail, rotting for the crime that you committed, you're able to run a blog where you proclaim your innocence on the internet? What are we doing? I've seen other similar things on TikTok and Twitter where, like, inmates are in there playing Warzone and, like, partying and shit. Like, when did this happen? When did jail become a place to go and chill for free with your squad? I am so utterly confused by all this. Here's an excerpt from the blog. I'm not gonna read it because really I don't think anyone gives a fuck, but one part that did jump out at me says, I asked if I could be strip searched by a female officer, which I felt comfortable doing. Yeah, I think all of us would probably fall into that camp. I don't want no sweaty ass prisoner guard dude stripping me down and, oh god. Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth again, this YouTube, but now the inmate also said that while she was allowed to keep her makeup, this is at the new prison now, she knows that wearing it is a death wish. I have accepted that I am in a male facility, but I have not accepted, nor will I ever agree to or accept that I am anything other than a woman who happens to be transgender. In a scathing blog post, Minor accused guards of mistreating her and threatening her. Now fellas, I've never been to prison before, alright? I've never even been arrested, but I know when I do these videos about, like, especially these teacher videos that wind up in jail, I know a lot of people pop up in the comments that actually have been to jail, so if you're out there watching this video, you tell me, you know, enlighten us down in the comments, enlighten the fellas. Should anybody expect nice treatment in prison by either the guards and or the other inmates? Because based on what I've seen on Lockup and other TV shows, I have a feeling that on day one when I pull up in there, I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked for no fucking reason at all, and no one's gonna care. right? No one's gonna care if anybody's mean to you about anything, your orientation or otherwise. On one occasion, one guard told her, "I don't give a F what you do. There is no camera here. Everyone here is a man, including you," she alleged. Alleged, okay? This is the prison guard's alleged words. This is not my words, YouTube. I am not misgendering anyone. I've used the pronoun she this entire video. The Department of Corrections has violated my right to be safe and free from harassment by putting me in one of the most violent youth correctional facilities, she wrote. While living here at the new prison, I have found myself under attack by young inmates who are immature and just plain ignorant towards a person like me. Again, I've never been to jail or prison, but I have a feeling approximately 0 people give a shit. And also, you killed someone. And also, you got 2 other women pregnant at your jail. Like, are we supposed to feel bad for this? She said, "On Saturday, I was in medication line when an inmate cut in front of me and said, 'I am not standing behind no F word for gay people.' The inmate then spit directly in my direction." Bro, if that was me, I would have been like, "Please, sir, go right ahead. I am not trying to get my ass kicked today. Please, take my spot in line from now on." Now, this is the part where they summarize the crime that she's in for. It says, "Minor was just 16 when she broke into her foster father's home. He had taken her as a foster child, but Minor was no longer living with him. She stabbed the foster father, age 69, several times, then fled to New York where she was arrested. She was also convicted of carjacking. She approached a couple whose infant son was in their Pontiac Grand Prix at the time and pointed a Glock 45 caliber in the woman's face. The couple got their baby out of the car before Minor sped away with it." Yeah, after hearing that, I literally don't feel bad at all. Like, please, spare me. Minor then started to transition into a woman in 2020 and was transferred out of the male prison system into Mayhem. So, was this to get out of the male prison? I guess we'll never know for sure. But there is one thing that I do know for sure, and that is that
these females are not living on recruit difficulty.
Well, fellas, that's about enough goddamn internet for one day. That was a lot to take in and a lot to unpack. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, man. This is crazy. I got so many questions. What is gonna happen to those babies? Also, we need a picture of those female inmates that are impregnated now, just for scientific reasons, obviously. But you let me know your thoughts. I'm looking very much forward to reading the comments as always. And if you guys enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are the true MVPs and I cannot be doing this without you, so thank you so much. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description, and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.